Hello everyone and welcome back to day 2 of our Mega Swampert week this time around. Now, in our first chapter we got 1 win and then 1 loss. This team is quite difficult to use, and as you can see from our record, there's 2 more losses there. Now that's because it happened in the Spanish video. There were 2 very close battles, and the second one came down to me getting burned by flame body, which is a 30% chance at the beginning of the game, and then my opponent getting a double protect after making a mistake where I once again he got the 30%, so that's why there's 2 more losses on our record. Let's see if we can make up for this. Let me write down my opponent's team. Don't forget, all the team details are down below in the description. Now, we are obviously facing non-standard things at all. There's a Shuckle, there's a Venusaur, there's an Archeops, there's Aegislash, and there's our Bane once again, Greninja. So, with this in mind, now this is a Sun team. Venusaur is the only possible Mega, so it's not going to try to sweep with Chlorophyll, I guess. Thundurus, I'm definitely leading Thundurus here for the rain, but if he leads Greninja, we'll be in trouble. But I still need to lead Thundurus, and I'm quite scared of Mega Venusaur here, actually. So I'm going to lead Aegislash as well, because in the rain it'll do pretty good, and especially under a sub. It'll prevent any Leech Seed shenanigans. And what else? Do I bring Mega Swampert? Every game I haven't used it, I've regretted it. But there's Mega Venusaur right there. And I don't have a good way to deal with Mega Venusaur. I have the Psychic, I guess. I want to bring Volcarona, and I think my last one will be Landorus or Swampert. Swampert. My gut's telling me Swampert. Does well against everything except Venusaur. So let's see how we do. Definitely not an easy game to decide. And see, this is where I never know if my opponent will do the super obvious plays, the not super obvious plays. Will he have Protect? Will he not have Protect? Leads Ninetales Venusaur though. So, fortunately, we can set up the rain right off the bat. Ninetales is probably going to go after Aegislash. So, I'm just gonna Rain Dance here and Substitutes to prevent Venusaur using Leech Seed or possibly Sleep Powder, which I guess he could use right away, but I don't know what he's using. So, and a King Shield won't stop neither Leech Seed nor Sleep Powder, so that's why I'm using Substitute. Uses 60% accurate Hypnosis and gets it, and Venusaur uses a Substitute itself. Okay, so is that a Sub-Seed Venusaur? I don't know, but that's a Hypnosis. Ninetales. So, as you can see, not a very standard game at all. That is Mega Venusaur. I'm gonna take a Sleep turn here, and I kind of want to King Shield. No, I should go on the offensive, because my opponent, what does my opponent have? Greninja resists Shadow Ball, but it also resists Flash Cannon, and nothing else on my team, on my opponent's team, resists Shadow Ball. Actually, 2 are weak to Flash Cannon, so I might gonna Flash Cannon. No, I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball Ninetales. Yeah, he withdraws Ninetales. If it's Aegislash, that's amazing for us. It's Archeops, so Flash Cannon would have been better. We take our 1 turn of guaranteed sleep. I didn't see what Venusaur did, but it was something that failed because I'm behind a sub. So apparently my opponent doesn't know what goes on with substitutes, even though he's using one. And wow, Archeops is... okay, that was a critical hit. So we won't be finding out what Archeops had in the back, or had at all. Venusaur heals... did it heal with Black Sludge? Yeah, it did. So my opponent isn't even using a Mega Pokemon yet in his team. So not the most competitive match. I definitely don't want to lose this one. There's the Sun again. And Thunderous only has one sleep turn so far. So it's not too likely it will wake up. But I'm still gonna try to set up the rain, and I'm gonna go for the safe move and King Shield here. Now Venusaur is still a very, very big threat. Very big one. There's the King Shield. Now I have to pay attention to what Venusaur does here. Thundurus takes the 2nd turn of sleep. Ninetales goes for a flamethrower on Aegislash, prevents it, and wow, he really wants Thundurus asleep. Sleep Powder fails, so that's Sleep Powder and Substitute. I don't think my opponent will be using any Protect. Rather, Protect on any of his Pokemon. Hopefully I can wake up here, but just in case, gonna Shadow Ball Ninetales. Thundurus wakes up, sets up the rain. So now Flamethrower might not even take down my substitute at this rate. Let's see. Ninetales goes for the Flamethrower. It is super effective. It doesn't take down my sub. And Venusaur goes for a Giga Drain. So that's Giga Drain, Substitute, and Sleep Powder. What's its last move? It's not Leech Seed, or it would have used it by now. So perhaps it's Sludge Bomb? Hidden Power Ground? Hidden Power Fire? I don't know. There's the Shadow Ball, which doesn't do too much damage on Ninetales. But what comes in here this time around? I want to go after Venusaur now. No, I'm gonna double up on Ninetales. Venusaur is not really doing much at all. So I'm gonna double up on the Ninetales. He withdraws. So whatever's coming in is getting a lot of damage. It's Greninja, so it's taking a Thunderbolt and a Shadow Ball. I don't think it will be able to survive both. Yep, doesn't even survive the Thunderbolt. So we won't find out what Greninja does either. Venusaur uses Sleep Powder. Thundurus luckily avoids. So we can set up the rain once more. That substitute is obviously fading. I wish I had Taunt to prevent more Sleep Powder stuff. And I'm honestly gonna still go on the offensive with Aegislash. Yeah, this is obviously not the most competitive match, guys. I'm very sorry, but it's the price I gotta pay for the terrible start to the week we've had. I'm gonna go after Venusaur now, just in case, in the rare scenario where Swampert has... okay, he forfeits, yeah. He knew I was going to set up the rain, he had no more sun, his flamethrowers weren't doing very much damage. His solar beams... okay, he disconnected. His solar beams were going to take 2 turns, so we were pretty okay. Now let's find our next battle. We got one back. Let's try to win this one too and go back to 50-50 on the week, shall we? Now, we haven't used Landorus at all. Well, we have, but it's been KO'd right away. Both times. Or once, I don't know. Okay. So, a more standard looking team. There's another Volcarona. There's Kang. There's Suicune. There's the grass starter, which I don't remember the name. There's Bisharp. There's Thundurus, and I really want to remember the name of that Pokemon. Well, it's the grass starter 6th gen. Grass 6th gen. Which is grass fighting. I know what it does, and I know its ability, I just don't remember the name. Okay, so Swampert does okay here, but not too well. Bisharp is very scary, but Suicune is the scariest of them all, actually. Which is why I'm inclined to lead Thunder's Virizion here. Virizion actually does very nicely here against everything except Volcarona. And I want my own Volcarona. And I want Swampert in the back. So we need to get rid of either Suicune or the grass starter, or both, in order for Volcarona or Swampert to sweep. See what my opponent started with. Chestnut. Chestnut's the name of the... I said it before it appeared on screen. Chestnut is the name of the 6th gen starter. Okay, so Thundurus and Virizion. Shiny Virizion, of course. Against Bisharp and Suicune. So, pretty good lead for us. I'm not too scared of Bisharp at all. Kind of just want to double up onto Suicune. Because Bisharp will probably either switch out or protect. Let's see, is Bisharp Focus Sash or not? Suicunes don't usually carry protect though, so... And he has no lightning immunities. So if I double up, the best thing he could do is bring in Thundurus to resist the Leaf Blade or Volcarona, but he's not resisting both. And Bisharp's not a threat right here, so I'm gonna go with that. So as soon as I say Suicune usually don't have... Okay, he goes for a double protect, which is nice. Makes us look a lot less foolish. Now, Bisharp, I would assume it has Focus Sash. It has either Focus Sash or Life Orb. If I go for a close combat on that slot, do I do the same move again? Because if he switches in Volcarona in that slot and I use close combat, that's gonna be terrible for me. So I'm gonna do the same move again. I don't see any issue with it, and I'm guaranteed damage there. Nothing likes both attacks. But he did see I was targeting that slot, so he might know I'm scared of Suicune. So okay, there's Volcarona, which is gonna get quite damaged. That Leaf Blade won't do much at all. Hopefully it doesn't activate Flame Body. Thunderbolt does do a lot of damage. And Bisharp goes for an Iron Head on Virizion. Wow, okay, so that is Life Orb. And that did a lot of damage. Pretty great protect from my opponent. Now I'm going to set up the rain and I'm going to switch Swampert back in, because I don't think he will Giga Drain that slot. He might Flamethrower or Quiver Dance, but I will still be faster. And an Earthquake next turn Oh, but I still won't have the ability though, which is unfortunate. Bisharp, I'm assuming, is going for a Sucker Punch, yeah. Which fails. Volcarona does go for a Quiver Dance. So I might want to paralyze it here. The flamethrowers are thankfully not doing too much. And gonna Thunder Wave there. Even though Bisharp will probably knock off the Thunder slot, I'm going to protect here just in case it's Giga Drain, because if it is Giga Drain and goes after Swampert, it will be paralyzed. If it Quiver Dances once more to still be faster, but he will be paralyzed. Okay, so what does Bisharp do here? There's this Thunder Wave. Volcarona is paralyzed. No Lumberry, and there's the Giga Drain. Okay. There's another Iron Head. Why would you go Iron Head over knockoff? I do not know. But now I'm pretty sure an Earthquake will do a lot. Now, he doesn't have anything immune to Earthquake other than Thunderous. And I would guess that would come in on the Bisharp slot. So I'm going to Thunderbolt the Bisharp slots and I'm going to Earthquake. Earthquake will do 50% to Volcarona. There's a Sucker Punch against Swampert, so he recognizes Swampert is a threat. And hopefully both Pokemon go down. Bisharp will go down. And if in case Volcarona doesn't, the Thunderbolts will take it out. But okay, no need. So that's 2 Pokemon down. Bisharp is down, Volcarona is down. I'm going to guess his last Pokemon is Kangaskhan. Along with Suicune, of course, which we've seen. I'm nervous. I really am nervous. If it's Kang, I'm going to Thunder Wave it, because Suicune might Tailwind. We've only seen Protect from Suicune. I don't know why my opponent is taking a long time here. He doesn't have many options now, does he? I don't see any scenario where he doesn't bring Kangaskhan. So I'm glad we saved Virizion, although it's at 3 HP. So a Sucker Punch will take it out. Yeah, there's Kang and Suicune. So the biggest threat here is Kangaskhan. But Volcarona is very threatened by Suicune. I don't think a Sucker Punch will KO us from this range, but I'm gonna Thunder Wave Kang and I'm going to Protect. I think that he will Fake Out or target Swampert. Probably Fake Out or Sucker Punch. I don't know what Suicune will do though. Let's see. Kangaskhan goes for a Sucker Punch, which fails. Now Kangaskhan is paralyzed, which is great. I wish I had Rage Powder on my Volcarona. I think that would seal us again. And Suicune goes for a Scald. Activates our Citrus Berry. Doesn't get the burn. So now I'm pretty sure I'm more scared of Suicune because Volcarona can deal with Kangaskhan, I think. So I'm going to Earthquake here. I really don't think the Sucker Punch will do 50% and it's fully paralyzed, okay. So some luck in our favor for sure. We get that Earthquake off, which does a decent amount of damage to both Pokemon, and Thunderbolt takes out the Suicune. So thankfully Earthquake didn't activate the Citrus Berry, and the rain stops. So now it's 4-on-1. We still have Virizion, we have Volcarona, which has the rocky helmet, has flame body. So just gonna double up on Kang. My opponent goes for a sucker punch. Let's see if it put off. Okay, he goes against Landorus. Does take it out. I went for the waterfall, which was a mistake. I should have done earthquakes as a single target and it would do more damage. But at this point, okay, I get a critical hit. Now in a tournament, I would be upset for not using earthquake. But thankfully it didn't matter. I don't think it would have mattered, but you still want to make the correct play every time. And now we are 3-3 for the week. Thankfully, we've brought it back up. Not the most competitive match, the first one. The second one was definitely much more closer to a competitive team. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow there's gonna be 4 battles, 2 in English, 2 in Spanish. And hopefully by then we'll be able to have a much more positive record. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to help me get to 10 likes per video, guys, this week, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.